Alright guys, wanted to introduce you to a medicinal herb, a medicinal wild plant. This plant is called Yarrow. Now I've done a video on this in the past, but my channel was a little new and wasn't getting a lot of hits, so I thought I'd do another one. I found tons of yarrow on this trail, and it's a really good plant. It's kind of the go-to when it comes to wilderness medicine. This plant is an insecticide, so you can break it up into a poultice and rub it on your skin and get the oils from the plant that will prevent bugs and insects from biting on you. This also works in your gardens. You can plant this in your garden, whether a herb garden or vegetable garden, to help keep insects off of your vegetables and plants. This plant is also an astringent and a pain reliever, but what it's most commonly known for is its ability to help the blood clot on a deep cut. This plant was supposedly carried by Achilles, and he carried this plant, or had his troops carry this plant in case in battle they were shot with an arrow or struck with a blunt force weapon, to pack the cut with this plant, and it would cause the blood to clot. I have used this myself. If you take a look right there on my thumb, there is a scar right there at where my thumb comes into my hand. I had dropped a very large knife, went to go catch it, which was dumb, and the blade cut my thumb. So I packed it with yarrow, clotted the blood, and never got infected, healed up quite nice, never got stitches, everything worked great on it. Also, what you can use this plant for is the root will numb your mouth. And so I have used this plant, the root, before. I had a real bad toothache. Wasn't something I was able to get to the dentist for promptly, and I took the root, chewed on it. It numbed the area quite well for a good 15-20 minutes, long enough for me to fall asleep. And so this is another wonderful resource. So this plant is kind of your go-to. You can use this for upset stomach, you can use it for just feeling nauseous, and you can make a tea out of it. And with most teas, you make them 3 times a day, and drink that 3 times a day. It should help alleviate the issues. So this is kind of the go-to for wilderness medicine, and wanted to give you a little bit of a close-up of it. Now, like I said, there's tons of this on the trail, and the camera focus in there good. Here is the plant, and you can see the feather-like leaves on it. It looks quite a bit like a feather would. Right here is a good patch of it. Right up here is some more. Over here we got more. There's some more. Alright, so if you're harvesting this plant, unless you need the root, you're better to make a clean cut on one of the stems so that the plant will continue to grow back. And don't over harvest. This plant is useful to its environment, that's why it's here, and we want the plant to remain there in case somebody actually does need it. So I have some of this that I've harvested and dried out and ground up that I keep in my first aid kit for the purpose of deep cuts or needing it for upset stomach or anything of the sort. But here is a wonderful and great resource to be familiar with. Now, if you can take a look right here in the center, you see this little stem starting to come up right there? That will actually come up to about 18 inches to 2 foot, and it'll have a little flower on it. Now, most of the yarrow that is in wild is typically a white flower, and there's a whole bunch of really small flowers that makes a larger bud, about that big, 2-3 inches across. But the yarrow that you can buy in the store, they have pinks and purples and reds and different variations of that plant. So just wanted to inform you of this plant, get you familiar with it, have you take a good look at it, And when you find this plant, you can always, you know, taste it, try it. Here's the other stem for where the other flower is going to be growing out of. And get familiar with these plants. You never know when you might need them, and they're great resources to have. So I definitely believe that God gave us everything that we needed, and when He created this earth, and we have plants that are used in medicine. These were traditionally used in early America. They were used by Native Americans and taught to us when we came over here from Europe. And the things have been passed down, but as medicines have been created by scientists, we've gotten away from these herbal medicines and natural remedies. And I truly believe God created this planet for us, and you know, studying and learning more about it, I think, brings us closer to Him and closer to a knowledge of how much He loves us, how much He cares about us, and ultimately it brings us into a deeper relationship with Him and a greater appreciation of His creation. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope this has helped you out. God bless. We'll catch you on the next one.